I'm Courtney Wagner, and this is In the Game. I'm here with Dr. Lodry, principal of Fernandina Beach High School. Thanks so much for having us here today.
Thank you for joining us.
So I know you officially became head principal in 2015. What was that moment like?
It was a lot. It was a whirlwind. Hit the ground running. Fortunately, it was in January, so the school year had already begun, and we had things in place. So I just kind of took over mid-year, so that was great. It was a good transition for us, the students and the teachers.
And how is 2017 going? How are your academics, your students, your athletics?
We have a great program here. I'm a proud principal, I should tell you that much. Our students are a great group of kids. They work hard in the classroom. They work hard on athletic fields. They work hard just all around in the community. Just was doing a report for someone just last week. We've already calculated over 16,000 hours our senior class has of community service. So
wow.
Our students give a lot back to our community. Fernandina Beach is a close-knit community. The kids work in the area. They know everyone. Everyone knows us. So it's good to be able to give back. We have a certified nursing assistant program. And those young men and young women are out in the community working at different doctor's offices, the hospitals, the nursing facilities. So it's good. It makes me proud to be the principal of this high school.
Absolutely. They're serving their community. They're getting the best hands-on experience possible. And like you said, the community service aspect. I mean, this is a very close-knit community. What are some of the places that they have accumulated those 16,000 hours?
Beach cleanup. Shrimp Festival, we do a lot of parking cars, assisting the elderly, things of that nature. During Veterans Day, we volunteer to help veterans. We actually have a veteran student helping veterans program where we send care packages to our troops serving our country abroad. So that's pretty interesting. So I mean, just tutoring the elementary students, tutoring the middle school students. I mean, just things like that, and you'll be amazed as how quickly the community service hours will add up. For example, our culinary arts department, we every Wednesday we go to one of the local churches and feed feed their congregation. So that not only gives our kids experience in the catering business, but it also gets our programs out in the community. And sometimes you only hear negative things about the high schoolers and some of the things that they're not doing so nicely.
You all are changing those stereotypes.
We're trying to, and that's why I'm glad you're here. So it helps us get the good word out these kids are doing for us.
Absolutely, and I know, volunteer-wise, they're doing amazing. Academically, they're doing amazing. Tell me a little bit about your athletics. I know you all are really taking off here.
Yes, just recently our girls basketball team just competed for the regional finals in Tallahassee. Unfortunately, we came up short. But Coach Nance and the girls did very well. They fought back from a 17-point deficit to tie the game and go into overtime.
Wow.
So it was exciting. A nail-biter. It was exciting, yes. I went down to Tallahassee to be there for them. And I tell you, I was on pins and needles, and it was heartbreaking that the girls lost. But they had a great season. We hadn't had a season like this since, I want to say, 1983.
Wow.
Yeah, so we won the district last year. We came a little short of winning the district this year, but we went deeper in the playoffs than I anticipated, and I'm sure I know they knew they were going to do well, but they made us proud. We just hired a new football coach, and those things are turning around as well.
That's exciting.
Coach John Pate is the leader of our football program, and I'm excited about next year. I've seen more young men in the weight room in the off season that we've seen all, since I've been
so there's
here
a little more hype now that there's a new head coach. People are trying to, change the name for football here.
Change the uniforms, change the kind of the culture of the program.
Sure.
And now we just starting to win some football games, and I think that'll be a blessing as well. All of our sports. We could go on and on. Our boys basketball team did very well this year. Our tennis teams, they're doing well. We have 90 kids. I want to say this about track. We have 90 kids on our track program. We haven't had that many kids going for track.
Impressive. 90 kids are in shape to run track.
Exactly.
I know I'm not whatsoever.
Right. Yes. So and they're competing in track meets every week now. Our goal is to host a track meet one day. We haven't hosted a big track meet, I should say. We've hosted ones and twos, but two schools, but hopefully in the near future we'll be able to host a track meet and maybe the districts will come to Fernandina Beach.
That's exciting. So big things to come athletically as well. And I know too, you all partner with the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. How beneficial has that relationship been?
It's been phenomenal. We have a clinic here on site, so if the kids get hurt, right before their practice, they could go and see treatment. Luke is absolutely phenomenal. He's our personal JLo representative. He travels to all away games. He's at every home game. that partnership has been great. If a kid is hurt, we know exactly that they could see a doctor really quickly. I mean, and the partnership between Dr. Smith and the other doctors that are there is great, and I'm really appreciative of that. I mean, like I say, the fact that Luke is at every practice and at every game, that's a big deal for us, and we know the kids are in good hands with those from JLo, so that's a good thing to have on campus.
I was going to say, knowing your student athletes are getting the best possible care and the quickest care. It's a hassle to have to make an appointment somewhere else and hope you get in, and by that point the injury could be escalated.
Yes.
I'm sure too. How do the parents enjoy that? I'm sure it's a nice peace of mind knowing.
It is nice peace of mind that we have some certified trainers readily available to help not just help with the injury, but to prevent injuries as well. I mean, that's huge. I mean, when you have a person here that could tape them up, that could give them ice treatments, that could do things of that nature to even prevent injuries from even escalating or even happening at all. So it's been a good deal. I mean, we've had other trainers on staff in the past, but this helps us to not have to worry about having a teacher or another, to help with that, to have someone from the outside. And like I said, they're part of our family. I mean, I consider them an extension of the Pirate family just by being on our staff now.
They are. JLo is definitely very family-based, and so is this school. So it's nice to see everyone connect on such a deep level. And where do you see Fernandina Beach High School 5 years, 10 years down the road? What would be your ideal goal?
Academically, continue to strive for academic excellence. We have historically been on Washington Post and the U.S. World News top performing schools, and I want to continue that. We have a strong advanced placement program and dual enrollment program, so our kids are able to earn the college credits that helps people financially upon graduation. So I want to continue to build the academic success that we've been fortunate enough to have in the past. And as far as athletic-wise, continue with the movement that we're on now. I can't stress enough the fact that our teams have been doing much better, and I think that's because of the kids are starting to play multiple sports a little bit now, and that helps them out as well. So
definitely,
state championship is always good to have. So maybe one day we'll
nice to get a couple extra.
We'll get a good state championship. So. Yes, ma'am.
Well, absolutely. Well, you've done an amazing job with the school. All your programs are just stunning. So thank you so much for having us here today, Dr. Lodry. We appreciate it, and best of luck to Fernandina Beach High School.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.